Hey guys, I think I'm going to start a little bit of a series about mindfulness and the different ways that you can access it. So today I just really wanted to give you a quick tidbit on how I actually started my mindfulness journey. Now, mindfulness is described by a whole lot of people by a whole different um, loads of definitions. It basically depends on the person you ask, and that's, I think, beautiful. You need to arrive at your own definition of what it means to you, but ultimately for me, it means developing awareness of awareness. And for me, that's where I found power in attuning to what is coming up in my own experience, whether that's my emotions, my thoughts, whatever. It gives me the empowerment to choose something different. So really the work ultimately becomes developing the awareness of what's going on versus actual action, because it allows you to choose something different, and that's how you keep moving, is choosing the something different. So how I started this journey was through my own thoughts, and specifically like how I talk to myself. So that's kind of the level of mindfulness that I'd like to discuss today, is that of the mind. And for me, it all started by hearing a quote on the Unfuck Your Mind podcast that's really telling about the moment I was in. Sorry. My throat feels like it needs to be expressed. So at that point in time, many years ago, they were talking about like quotes from different CEOs about what made them successful. And this one CEO said, "I talk to myself more than I listen to myself." And at the point going into listening to that, I was quite jaded and cynical about what the CEOs would say, and was quite surprised when that wound up being life-changing. And even in the moment when I heard it, I was like, oh, that's important. And really what I wound up doing was I felt that importance, and I just set the intention that the next day, oh, we're going to enter into the internal dialogue intentionally and start treating ourselves the way that I want like to be treated outside of myself, like a really good friend who will hold you accountable but still be compassionate and gentle with you but firm. So the next day I entered my thoughts in that way, and I would challenge limiting beliefs, negative thoughts about myself, and say, hey, I get where that comes from, but that's not what we're going to talk to ourselves like anymore. So that's where I started my journey. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this as well. I plan on doing more of these, and I can't wait